6 minutes
I'm
or
doing
more.
my project, my research project on Blackface Minstrelsy. Minstrelsy. My name is Folasade. And for starters, as a demonstration, I was going to black up.
Oh, wow.
So you got to get first-hand feeling of what this is all about. While I'm doing this, I'm going to read my thesis at work. And Blackface minstrelsy in America during the early 1900s, though a popular entertainment industry for both white and black people, especially in New York, exhibited a degrading, stereotypical image of the black American. This false representation of black people complicated the mission of the new Negro Movement, which was to represent the black American in a true manner, not in a stereotypical false manner. How am I doing? So, basically, I did this once this morning, and I just looked at myself, and the thing that Blackface presented was, like I said, this false representation of the black person. And as you can see, my true image is being covered up entirely. It's crazy. The people that really made Blackface in the early 1900s really popular was Burt Williams and Al Jolson. And Al Jolson was, even though he was looked at upon as a white person, he was actually Jewish. And he migrated here as a youth with his family. And he was from Russian Lithuania. And he was oppressed there. He didn't even have a birth certificate. The Russian folks there didn't give him a birth certificate or anything, so he made up his own birthday. And so basically he came from a oppressed background, and the thing that I want to really look at is, him as a person, as well as Burt Williams as a person. Al Jolson came from this oppressed background and everything, but he really made Blackface really popular, through his performance and everything. He was really seen as the world's greatest entertainer, and so he really pushed this false representation of the black person. But for him to come from a oppressed background, I was just kind of curious of why he did it himself. And the interesting thing, I'm not going in order of my outline, I'm just talking as do Blackface things. The interesting thing about Al Jolson was that he was encouraged by a black person to start blacking up. I have a quote here that I'll read. Okay. The way I have on my notes, black perpetuation of this blackface image, and then I have a white perpetuation. I have here, Jolson actually decided to start blackening up at the suggestion of a Negro dresser, saying, "You'd be much funnier, boss, if you blackened your face like mine. People always laugh at black men." That's really like crazy, huh? For Burt Williams, he was actually not a black American, but he was from the West Indies, Nassau, Bahamas, and he grew up in a, kind of, in the Bahamas, they had this like feeling of superiority over Americans during the early 1900s and probably before then. And so he came to America at a really young age, not having experienced the black racism and things like that as a little boy, but he came here feeling all superior over the black race and everything, and then as a result couldn't really fit in with the black race. So he had a identity issue going on there. And it was just person, but, and you know, I guess he would be seen as somebody that acted white or something like that, but he was black, but then blacked up, you know, himself. Let's see. The way that the blackface image was began started by this guy who, his name was Thomas Dartmouth Daddy Wright. He was a struggling actor, and this was in the early 1800s. He was a struggling actor, and he decided to memorize this song that he had heard. 1 minute, okay. This song that he had heard in passing a black slave. And the song was, "Come on, listen, all you gals and girls, gals and boys. I'm going to sing a little song. My name is Jim Crow. Wheel about and turn about and do just so. Every time I wheel about, I jump Jim Crow." And so he took that on, and he became popular from that. So, in conclusion, the thing that I'm really trying to find out is how this affected the new Negro Movement. The new Negro Movement was trying to really show the black person in the truest form. You know, even though we have different ways of showing the image of a black person, you know, it's not just this set image, but it is not this degrading image and this invisible image. You know, the new Negro Movement was trying to bring the black person, the true black person, from behind this mask. You know, so that's basically what I'm looking at, and yeah.
One question. It's not really a question. I just did a paper on black minstrelsy and hip-hop as a middle-aged minstrel show, so I have a lot of resources on black minstrelsy if you want to give me your email.
Yes. Part 2 will be
You're not famous.
your resources right now. Pretend I had gold teeth in my mouth, a gun in my hand. Yes. Thank you very much.
Let's hope you remember to take your mask off before you go out.
Before I go out, but I have to go up to the second floor at least.
Yeah, we don't want to see you on the front of the Daily Times.
Yeah. So I'm gonna like go and do that now. Sorry. Can I?
No.